Yo, what do they call me? They call me Devin Zoolander. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Yeah, they call me Devin Zoolander. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And I look good on camera. You know I look good on camera. Now, let's just go ahead and get this started right. We're going to introduce you in a second, but we got to get some music to bring you in the right way. So I'm not even going to play around because I know your style. I think I know your style a little bit. I know you a little bit. I peeped your profile. Let's just do this a little bit. Come on, give it to me.
We don't know what we doing. Oh, we jump to these conclusions.
The shower here feels so amazing. Yeah, that's right, Frank. You might be on to something there. Anyway, that's right. He's killing me. He's killing me. Stop that. All right. So, wow, this is so great. I mean, hi, it's so nice to see you again. Before we go any further, let me give you a proper introduction. I'm just the intro man right now because, you know, that's kind of what we do here. So let's do this the right way. Okay, so here we go right here. Let me get my mic right real quick. Okay, I need to put on my kind of sexy voice right now. Okay, but it's like nerdy sexy. So it goes like this. Yo, what's up? It's your homie, Devin Zoolander, coming all the way live from where? Studio 9. And I am so honored because sometimes you work with people and sometimes you both go your separate ways and you wonder if you're ever going to return back to working with each other again. And there are text messages, there are follows, there are thirst traps, not on your end. It was probably me. And I'm just thinking about, right. And I'm just thinking about, wait a minute. There's just something amiss because I've gotten better at this podcasting, but what is it all worth if I can't bring back the people that helped to build me up to where I am in the first place? Which brings me to our guest right here. That's right. Let me just go ahead and do this the right way. So, the person, the guest, an old friend, to my right is a woman who is extremely talented. A woman who is a creative, who is a designer, who upcycles clothing and creates new things out of old clothing that you might think is trash, but she turns it into treasure. This is someone that is off a high, off of going to LA Fashion Week 2022 and just killing the game. And let me run my track back before it runs out. And she was killing it. And people, they saw her designs and she repped Pittsburgh. She repped West Mifflin to the fullest. So anyway, repped Pittsburgh to the fullest. That's right. WM, y'all gonna have to just get in line and just go with the Duquesne people or something like that. Way in the back. But yeah, so we're really proud of everything that she's doing. She is the owner of the upcycle clothing line known as Catherine Trendz. Without further ado, please put your hands together for the one and only and my friend, Miss Imani Batts.
Hey, y'all. What's going on?
Nothing much. It is just so good to have you here. And before we go any further, what I have to do is I have to give you a quick tutorial of the buttons. For all of the pretty girls out there, I need you to grab your mirror real quick. And with the other hand, I need you to hit that pink button real quick and look into your mirror. There you are right there.
We're going to use that one a lot.
Okay, we're going to use it a lot. And then finally, the one that we all know about, please hit the red button. Girl, Imani's trending.
Duh, it's Catherine Trendz.
All right, there we go.
Yes.
Randomly, we might have to do that. I'm just blotting right now because
You're beautiful.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate
You're
that.
gorgeous.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm one of the men out here that if you say that to me, I'm taking that. I'm not one of these dudes like, oh my gosh, like, how could you say that about me? My masculinity is well intact. I don't care. Call me pretty, call me beautiful.
Yes.
I'm here for all of that.
Yes.
That's right. So anyway, this is not about me. This is about you. So first of all, before we go any further, before we talk about how you doing and all that kind of stuff, let me just say, can we take a moment to reflect on this beautiful, original Catherine Trendz piece that I am wearing right now?
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? Like You know what I'm saying? It's fly. I'm not going to show you everything right now, but I have never, ever looked this cool in life. And, you know, I hope that we can work out something because this is something that I would rock. I would definitely rock this. But tell me a little bit about this piece that I'm wearing right here. What was the inspiration for you to create this?
So the inspiration, I really just went to the thrift store and found the vest. So the denim was a vest.
Oh, the denim, right? This.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was just like, I want to do something to it. I don't know. Then denim and camo is like a big thing for me, for Catherine Trendz as my canvas to create stuff. So I wanted to paint. I want to get back to painting and stuff like that. So I was like, let me add my little flair to it, you know. So the sleeves actually was connected to this, my vest. So I took them off and put it on there, and just had a little razzle dazzle. And that was part. Well, these two pieces are part of my, what is it called? Perfect Chaos collection.
Perfect Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we can get into that later.
All right, we'll get into that later. Well, so if you see me looking extra fly today, just know that it's because I'm wearing a Catherine Trendz piece, and it feels so good. It's great. It looks great. It looks like all the seams and everything. It looks like it was sold in a store this way, except that she took something that was old and she created something new and beautiful with it. So
Absolutely.
Well done, my dear.
Thank you. Oh, stop it, you guys. Stop it.
Oh my gosh.
Stop trying to make fetch work.
All right. So anyway, we're going to keep it moving right now. So yes.
I'm using that.
Okay, good. It's never going to work, Gretchen. Now, what I have to say to you is since our last show, I noticed that you were very excited on Instagram, on TikTok, wherever people, you could let them know what's going on with you. You were excited about getting chosen to be one of the designers and models at LA Fashion Week 2022.
Yes.
So I want you to talk about how did you even get on their radar, and what was that experience like?
Yeah, so you got some time?
I got time. We got time.
Okay, so at the end of December of 2021, I did not know what I wanted to do. Like, had no idea. I was lost. I didn't feel like I wanted to keep going with Catherine Trendz. I was just very down during that time. So I took the initiative to just apply to anything and everything that had to do with fashion. If I had felt like I wasn't even qualified for it, I was like, I'm just going to go for it. Like, the worst that someone can say is no. I've been following the model experience for maybe a year and a half now, and I saw that they had applications going on for their upcoming show. I applied for the modeling gig. I kid you not, I do not remember applying to be a designer.
Wow.
If I'm going to be completely honest, I was just applying to so many things at the time, but obviously I did. But January, at the beginning of the year, I got a text message saying, yeah, your application been accepted. And I was like, oh, cool. For the modeling, I was like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Wherever I can get in to fit in, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm fine with that. So I started promoting, buy my tickets for LA Fashion Week so I can be a model. Then probably 3 weeks after that, I got an email to my business account, or my business email, which I need to check more often because of situations like this. And they was like, oh, congratulations, your designer application got approved. And I was like,
that's amazing.
I was literally in shock. I was on my laptop and I was just like just looking around like, is this real? Like,
right.
Is this happening? And I asked God, I was like, God, I really don't know how I was going to get to LA. Like, that's on the whole other side of the country, carrying all these pieces. It's my first time in LA. I had to pay to be in the show. I just didn't know how everything was going to pan out. And I was like, God, if this is the pivot that you want me to do, you're going to meet me wherever I'm at. And God did.
Wow.
And then I end up in LA Fashion Week. March 26th was the show, and it was amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just really honored to be able to sit here and to relive this with you, because for all of your fans that are from Pittsburgh that watched you through social media do what you did, whether you're walking down the catwalk or someone else is walking and wearing your designs, and these are some models that are in the industry, like working professional models, not just somebody from around the way. No, it's like this is their career, and for you to be next to them, whether you're walking yourself or they're wearing your designs, is an incredible achievement. And you're welcome. And I was definitely really happy to see that. I'm glad that you kept everybody updated with what was going on. What I want to get to next is tell me about some of the connections that you made while you were at the event.
Yeah, so all my models were perfect. Let me just say that. I am still gagging over all my models just because I felt like they were aligned with me and my brand. And I was really big on that. My brand is based on integrity, with love, intentions. And I felt like everyone just had everything that I was looking for, inside and outside, on the runway, off the runway. And it was just so beautiful. So literally, Andre, Samara, the list goes, I had 10 models. Each and every one of them, amazing. I've met a lot of models, I would say that. And I think it was because they was like, oh, you're a designer. Oh, let me get to know you, blah, blah, blah. But I was just honored just to be in this space. It's really, I feel like some people put others on a pedestal, which I get, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm blessed just to be here working with y'all. I'm blessed to just show my work and to feed off the energy, and you feed off my energy, and we can just do this and make an amazing show together. Like, so a lot of models, a lot of photographers for sure. Everyone, majority was California based. Yeah. And they were like, oh, like you're in the area? And I'm like, no.
Not at all.
It was like, oh, where you from? I'm like, Pittsburgh. They're like, Pittsburgh? You came all the way out here for this? I was like, absolutely. Like, and I'll do it again. I'll do it again. But yeah, I don't want to give too much away. Okay. Because I don't like, one thing about me, I don't like to jinx stuff before it happens. But definitely, like, I made some wonderful, wonderful connections.
Well, I'm really happy to hear that, because that's what it's all about. Is not only putting people on to what you do, but being able to link with other creatives, like-minded people, because because like, even with you being accepted as both a model and as a designer, as great as that accomplishment is, imposter syndrome is a real thing, and you can go there with people that have been designing way before you or something like this on this level, and they're used to doing this, and if you're not careful, you can allow yourself to sink into the abyss of self-doubt. Absolutely. So I really commend you on being able to push all of that aside, to be able to compartmentalize. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. I might be a little bit anxious. However, I'm here for a reason. I belong here, and I can't wait to show these people what I got.
When I say I appreciate all those words, because listen, I feel like you was just in my brain. Oh, yeah. And everything that you said was exactly like, That's what you were feeling. Yeah, exactly what I was feeling. Because I started sewing consistently the start of 2021. Like, me looking back at my archives. Wow. Like, consistently, like when I said Catherine Trendz, I'm going to be a designer, was the beginning of 2021. When I got there, there's so many designers and they're all dope. But of course, you get the imposter syndrome. It's like, am I really supposed to be here? And it's like, you're supposed to be here. Yeah. Obviously, you was chosen to be here, so act like it. Right. So, thank you.
Oh, no, you're definitely welcome, and thank you for pursuing your dreams, because I'll never forget when I took an acting for beginners class, and it was my senior year of college, and I should have been taking theater. If I knew I was going to be an Uber driver and having my own YouTube show, then I would have just majored in theater and kind of cut out the middleman. Yeah.
But You can still pursue your dreams though, in whatever way. It doesn't matter how you got there. It's just how you're
Right.
there, and then you're gonna go about it.
You're absolutely right. So the reason why I bring this up is because one time we learned about what happens to a dream deferred by Langston Hughes. Oh,
No, that was a good thing.
oh, okay. I was
Sorry, I should have did this.
okay. all right. If you want to hear nothing but you can. I was
Sorry.
No, that's cool. I didn't know what was going on. But all right, that's good. It's like, well, I could just say maybe in other context, someone might be confused. Wait, is okay, cool. Like, is that all right? No, that's not. Okay, all right. I didn't know. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. But anyway, I digress. So while I was there and they were talking about a dream deferred, our professor was talking about one of her former students that she saw one day at the supermarket, and she was a cashier, and the cashier was talking to the professor like, "Oh, I'm so glad to see you. It's so cool to see you and everything." And then when the professor left, she realized that she looked through the window and she saw the cashier, her former student, with this kind of sad, forlorn look on her face. And it was because she knew that her dreams she had deferred her own dreams by not pursuing acting. So it's like one of those things where we have to make sure that we are leaning into our purposes regardless of what other people think.
Absolutely. And go for it. Just go for it. Go for it. Anything that you feel called to do, for sure.
Definitely. Yeah. So it's really important not to let time get away and be wondering what if. You gotta leave it all out on the floor and continue to bet on yourself, whether that's financially, whether that's emotionally, maybe that's cutting ties with certain people, or maybe it's not consuming certain media or social media. You gotta do whatever you gotta do to keep it moving because life is hard out here.
You gotta keep elevating to become your best self.
Right, definitely. Yeah, so like a lot of good things came out of that Fashion Week experience, and I'm glad that you were able to have that, and I can't wait to see you hopefully there again. And even if you're not there, I hope to see you in LA and making all kinds of connections because you're well on your way.
Thank you.
All right, so to move on a little bit, I want to take a quick detour. Now you have some you call it chlorophyll?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you talk about that a little bit for us out there that are trying to get our health right, but we don't know what the hell is going on?
This is I put chlorophyll. Yes, I put chlorophyll in my water every day. It's about to be a year now, and I definitely feel a difference. It purifies everything from the inside out. So, especially in the summer, I definitely recommend drinking it because, obviously everyone should put on deodorant. But if you drink enough chlorophyll, you do not have to do that, and like body odor is reduced a lot. Even like with sweating and stuff, like you don't smell.
Wow.
It helps with your pH balance, ladies. It helps with bloating. It helps with your immune system. So if you've been around a lot of sick people, make sure this is in your system.
Right. And I'm sure it has some digestive benefits as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Gut health, all that good stuff.
Good.
So let me, cheers.
Yeah. Shout out to all my homies. Right. Well, I'm glad that we got that health update. I just had to because when I saw that, I was like, all right. And where do you...
was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, where do you purchase that at?
Amazon.
Yeah.
I never saw it in store, but
right. It seemed like it should be in all these like holistic healing, whatever.
Exactly.
That's all right. I just gotta holler at somebody. I gotta holler at my man. He's the plug. And by my man, I mean the internet.
I was about to say, who's your plug?
No. I don't have no plug like that. Yeah. So to move on, you made a post recently about what it means to be a conscious shopper. So I would like for you to share some wisdom on what does that term mean?
Okay. So being a conscious shopper is being aware of what you are consuming, buying, all that good stuff. Specifically for my brand, I focus on clothing. Just as important it is to look at the ingredients and what's in your food, it's important to know where your clothes are coming from and what they're made out of. So it's always, they have the tag for a reason. So look at the material, look at the fibers. Is it synthetic? Is it a natural fiber? Is it coming from an ethical place? As in, I will hope that we all know that fast fashion is not the...
Okay, if you could hold on for 2 seconds.
Yep.
Did your camera stop?
No.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to restart. My camera stopped. So I'm going to restart the cameras, and then we're going to pick it right back up.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Hey, whatever, bro. Okay. I don't know what the hell just happened, but let's just say, and we're back.
And we're back.
Yes, Devin Zoo. Yes, thank you very much.
That's my favorite button.
That's your favorite one. Everybody loves that. I just need you next time you do that to make sure that you're working the camera because, see, some people might say, I don't know if you have heard this before, but some people might say that you're quote unquote like beautiful or something like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? They might say that you are. So next time I need you to work the camera and get the whole pretty thing. All right, you ready? All right, here we go. Okay, there you go right there. Yes, our audience loves that. That will sell well. All right, but not that. Okay, here we go after a long hiatus. And we're back. Devin Zoolander. Sitting here with the one and only Imani Batts, owner of Catherine Trendz. That's right. Isn't she lovely? And isn't this our show? Girl, Imani's trending.
Duh, it's Catherine Trendz.
That's right. Yes. All right. When we last left off, before we were interrupted by technology, and we could be interrupted by them again, we were talking about what it means to be a conscious shopper. You were sharing that we should look at all of the materials that are being used. Does this come from an ethical place? We know that there are sweatshops. We know that there could be animal cruelty. We know that there are all kinds of things that could be going into making our clothing that isn't ethical. So being a conscious shopper, it seems like what you're saying is really taking into account everything that goes into you being able to look fly in your jacket. I don't know. That's how I sum it up. Just here, bro.
I guess you can say that, yes.
Hey, yo, well, you say it the right way. I'm over here.
No, everything was good.
Okay.
So, with that being said, I do promote shopping secondhand, aka going to a thrift store.
Got you.
Which I believe that it definitely helps with the environment. It helps lower the bar of upscaling the price of clothes. So, for example, we pay, let's say, $200 for a pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
The person that actually made that shoe probably only got paid maybe like $15 or so. So we have to be mindful of that gap of upscale, up price, you know? So if we can get it closer to that price as much as possible, it can be a fair trade. It's still not even a fair trade. There's no way that a $200 shoes won't even be marked down to that much. But it's the simple fact that let's try to get it down to that price point, or let's try to keep stuff in our closet for longer. Let's try to manipulate our closet for a longer, what am I trying to say? Sorry. Let me back up. Because there's so much in my mind when it comes to this, because I'm very passionate about it.
Right.
The goal is to keep your clothes as long as possible. So how long can you wear it? How many ways you can wear it? Can you donate it? Donations is such a big thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people just throw away their clothes.
Yeah.
They put their clothes in the same trash as the regular trash, which is going to the landfills, which is not going to get decomposed correctly. So, best bet, go to your local donation place. There's so many bins around that you can just throw your stuff in, so you can prolong the clothing cycle for a very, very longer time than just putting it in the trash.
Right.
That's also being a conscious shopper, consumer, and just being aware and just being like, okay, let me help the environment some way, shape, or form.
Right. Definitely. Because what that makes me think about is when I look at a lot of your pieces, you can take something that looks distressed and you can turn it into something. You can take something that you got a bleach stain on it and it's just like, well, let's bleach the whole thing.
Absolutely. That's like the basics of or Catherine Trendz. I like to turn old things into something new, give it a second life, give it something fun to bring to life.
Well, when you say that, that actually makes me think about the correlation between what you're doing as far as finding value and promoting that value in clothing. And it also makes me think about how we should be as a society when it comes to people.